Hi friends, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to take a look at when Amberlynn Reid did keto for all of about 2 weeks in 2022. First, we're going to get an explanation of kind of what's going on, what has led us to go on keto, and kind of what the plan is. So let's take a look at what she has to say.
So first I want to start with the whole lymphedema thing. So very short backstory. In 2019, I started forming this big fluid like-ness on my leg. I don't really know how to explain it. I diagnosed myself with lymphedema, and then whenever I would see a doctor and I would say, yeah, I have lymphedema, they'd look at it and they wouldn't like say, oh no, that's not lymphedema. Like they would never like say, that's not what that is. They would just like go with it. But I never actually saw a lymphedema specialist or a doctor that knew much about lymphedema. I never did until recently. Oh my gosh, I finally did it. I prolonged it for long enough. I was just really nervous to go for some reason. I'm massively embarrassed and ashamed because I don't like showing my legs, and I knew that was going to be obviously a big portion of this visit, is a lot of look and poke and prod and stuff like that. So I finally said, I am trying to get my health together. Like, it's been about a year now that I have been following doctor's instructions. I have been advocating for myself and losing weight and just really trying to better myself. And it just feels like all this time that I should have been doing it my whole life, especially my adulthood life, I have prolonged so many things that in this last year it just felt super overwhelming. But if it's like, if I wouldn't have prolonged all these things, then I know this last year wouldn't have been so overwhelming, if that makes sense. So I want to say that this lymphedema specialist is more than that. She also is a specialist in Lipodema. I don't really know how to pronounce it very well, but I need to learn, and you'll know why. She has been a specialist for over 30 years. So her knowledge was mind-blowing. This appointment was 2 hours long. And as soon as she saw me, even before I took my pants off, she knew exactly what it was. And then I had to obviously take off my clothing, and she really saw. I do have a little bit of lymphedema. I do. But what I'm actually experiencing is lipodema. It is a disease that not a lot of people have, but more people have it than you think. It's not something that people just go around knowing. Like, lymphedema is more common and more commonly talked about, but I have lipodema, and this shocked me completely. But everything she said made sense, and it all came together because ever since I was a little girl, I've always experienced bigger calves and bigger arms. And it's like, no matter what I ate, no matter what I did, like, it was hard for me to lose weight. It was super easy for me to gain. You guys know that. You guys have seen that. Like, when I was doing my series videos, I was like weighing myself every day, showing you guys what I ate. I was showing my calories. There was a section where for a couple weeks I was eating below 2,000 calories and I was not losing weight. And you guys were calling me a liar. You guys were saying that I was lying and I was binging off of camera, and I was so frustrated because I was weighing myself daily for that series as well. This isn't just happening during that series. This has happened for years now, that I would be around the same people, eating the same things and having the same physical activity. And I would either gain weight or stay the same weight while they'd be losing weight or stay in their healthy size. And it just seemed like nobody understood me when I would say, I gain weight if I eat 2,400 calories. Like, no one believed me, and I was becoming frustrated with that because it's like, a lot of you don't believe me when I say that I do gain weight by eating that amount. And there was even a section of a time where I was eating like 1,700 calories and I was still gaining weight every single day, while Feline was doing the same diet as me and losing weight while she's already thin. So it just felt like I was broken. Something was wrong. And I was right. Something is wrong. The number one symptom of lipodema, I know, I'm just bad at pronouncing words, is weight gain. No matter what diets you do, no matter how low of calories, you gain weight. That is the number one symptom. The knowledge was overwhelming in this 2-hour session, which I have another appointment with her next month, which I'm already so excited for because she's teaching me so much and she made me feel so validated. She was like, you have troubles losing weight, don't you? And I was like, yeah. She was like, even eating at a normal amount? And I was like, yeah. It's because of the disease. And it just like really shocked me. And Feline like looked at me and was like, you know, like she has seen me through all of these struggles and it's just been rough, you guys. But I have a reason now. And now I understand that it's like no matter what I do, I have something fighting against me. And that's the number one freaking symptom. It's just so frustrating. And I just feel like for so long, people didn't take me seriously. I would talk to you guys repeatedly and I'm just like, you guys, I promise, like I'm not binging off a camera. I'm showing you everything I'm eating. But there is a diet for patients like me and for people with this disease. And it is keto or low carb. The specialist told me to stay below 50 grams. And I was very, very upset with that. I don't agree with keto. I don't agree with low carb. I don't feel like it is a healthy way of living. Before I get into that, I do want to say she also gave me this like lymphatic massage and it hurt so bad. So like the normal person, she told me it would feel really good, like you're enjoying it. But since I have lipodema, it freaking hurt. It hurts so bad, but it's something that she said that I need to try to do daily. It's a lot of massaging near lymph nodes, and that hurt so bad. Oh my God. But it's supposed to help move fluid throughout your body so you're not retaining so much fluid. And she was like, do you ever gain weight while you go on car rides, even if they're just like over an hour? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, lipodema. And I'm just like, everything is coming full circle. Like I knew I wasn't dumb. I knew I wasn't an idiot. I knew I wasn't making excuses. I knew something was off. And I finally have a diagnosis. I thought I was going in there to be told, yeah, you have lymphedema. This is what you can do for it. My whole world is kind of shook. Like, I'm not going to lie. You can actually have liposuction on certain parts. If you have Lipodema, you guys, I promise next video, I'm going to know exactly how to pronounce it. You think I would after seeing her, but it's like one of those things. It's like, I'm so bad at pronouncing certain words, like lymph nodes. I go back and forth between the two. I'm like, which one is it? I know it's one of them. I just don't know. But yeah, you can have liposuction. Sometimes that'll help and such. So that is something I can think about doing in the future. And she also said, when you do lose weight, do you notice it in your face more and not in your body? And I said, yeah. And she was like, because you don't have lipodema in your face. And she was like, that's why your arms are bigger. That's why your legs are bigger. And I'm just like, wow. And she was like, this is a disease that progresses. It doesn't just stop. And everything was just like coming together for me. And I was like, wow. So you guys telling me, wow, her arms look so much bigger than years ago, or her legs look so much bigger than years ago. How is she actually losing weight? It's because of this disease. What? Like everything is just coming together. And I'm so glad that I finally have an answer and I'm not just like a freak show. I do slightly feel like one because it's like, I'm never going to get rid of this, but what I can do to help it and to lose weight the best of my ability is low carb and staying below 50 grams of carbs. And I've never believed in that diet. You guys know that I've been in, I have shared that I do not believe in that diet. I do not like that diet. I did a mukbang where I was like, I'm doing low carb, and I had a freaking baked potato, y'all. Y'all know I've never taken low carb seriously. I've never done it, never actually tried. That's one diet I've never ever done. Keto, low carb, no. But I'm not going to these specialists to just hear them tell me to do something and me not doing it. I'm not getting these tests and I'm not seeing these doctors just for them to tell me something and me not listen to them. No, I'm going to better myself. So today is actually day 4 of me being on low carb, and I'm actually doing it. I'm staying below 50 grams of carbs. I don't have to count calories. So that's an aspect I do enjoy. I don't have to count freaking calories, but I know the difference between eating like a crazy person and eating like a normal person. So even though I don't count calories, doesn't mean that I'm sitting here and binging. I haven't had like the urge to binge. If I ever get that urge, you know, I got me some pork rinds for a salty crunch. So I wanted to show you guys what I ate the first day on low carb. So I did film my meals, so I'm going to show those for you guys. So here is my first one. All right, first meal, no calorie counting, just low carb. We have bacon, eggs with a little bit of cheese, and cucumber. Now I'm gonna show you my second meal. So the next thing I'm eating is literally just chicken, onion, and zucchini. I have green onion and just like regular white onion. I just added some minced garlic, some pepper, and some soy sauce. I would love this with some rice, but no rice for me. I guess I could have used like cauliflower rice, but I don't have any. So maybe next time I'll add that to it just to add some like volume. Here is my third meal. So next meal, I made a taco salad. So we have lettuce, ground turkey with some taco seasoning. There is zucchini also, just for more hidden vegetables. We have some queso blanco, salsa verde, and then some regular salsa. And then for the chips, I found these protein chips. They're loaded taco flavor. Yes, we have a fourth. So next thing I'm eating, because I am hungry, feeling a little snacky, but I'm also craving like protein, that type of vibe. So this is just some steak that I cooked on the stove, obviously, and literally all I put in this is some garlic salt and pepper. It smells amazing. So those were my meals for the day, but I did get snacky. So I didn't film my little snack moments, but I had green olives that were stuffed with garlic. I have never had that before. It was so freaking good. I was like, okay, this is gonna be like my go-to for sure. And then I had pork rinds. I had like a spicy and hot pork rinds. So it actually, that very first day was 37 grams of carbs, and it was only 30 grams of net carbs. So I'm not really sure. I'm like balancing between like regular carbs and net carbs. Obviously by doing net carbs, you actually get to eat more carbs, but I don't know, I feel like that's cheating in a way. So I've only been doing like actual carbs. So I haven't really been paying attention to the net aspect. I will say I am a little bored. It's only day 4 and I am a little bored. It's a lot of meat, and that's coming from someone who does not like meat that much. So I'm having to really put myself in a different headspace. I can't see myself doing keto / low carb while being a vegetarian. I have looked up things and it seems almost impossible, especially because so many vegetables have carbs and are starchy. So many fruits. It's just like, this seems like such a weird way to lose weight. But I do want to say, day 1, I was 488.8. So I had gained more weight. I wasn't binging, nothing. It was simply because my body does not lose weight like the normal. And I'm coming to accept that. And now I know what to do to try to fix that. And today, so after 3 days, I've done 3 full days of low carb. And I weighed in today at 482.4. So that means I'm down 6.4 in just 3 days of low carb, which is amazing. And she tried to explain to me that someone with I'm just going to say lipodema because I feel like that's what it is. She tried to explain to me that someone with lipodema could eat 1,500 calories of carbs and, you know, have fruits and have maybe some chips or like some whole grain bread and some brown rice and gain weight, while the next day they could have 2,300 calories of a low carb keto diet with less carbs and they'll lose weight. Carbs is what is creating me to hold on to so much water and to not heal from this. It's mind-blowing that this is what I have to do to better myself. The very diet that I absolutely disagree with. It's just a lot of meat. It's a lot of cheese. You know, you have to have a lot of fat because you're not getting in carbs. And I don't want to overdo it in fat because I do have gallstones. So it is a lot of like give and take, trying to make it fit and do the right thing. It's been different. It's, you know, like last night for a snack, I literally melted a slice of pepper jack cheese on the stove because I'm allowed to have that over having like a banana. It's weird. It's weird. It feels off, but I am peeing more now. Like normally I don't pee much, but now I'm getting rid of all this water and I'm finally peeing. People are like questioning, like, why don't you pee that often? Because my body holds on to this water because of lipodema. And I've noticed that I am so thirsty now, which is freaking awesome because I am getting in so much more water than usual, because normally like I'm holding on to so much water, I don't feel as thirsty. But now that I'm letting go of it, like I'm supposed to, like I'm able to like drink water like a normal person. Like I feel like I'm drinking water all the time, but it's probably like a normal amount. I'm just not used to it though. A lot of changes. It's weird. Like I'm allowed to have ranch dressing. Like, ma'am? So I've been having, like last night I had this salad, which was so simple. It was just chicken, ranch, onion, lettuce, and some olives. And I was like, oh yeah, and some shredded cheese. And I'm like, this is what I'm allowed to eat. It's like shocking a little bit. And it's working. Like my body is letting go of the things that it usually holds on to while doing like a normal diet. And I know within the last year, I have lost almost 100 pounds. And she was honestly amazed. And she was like, have you noticed a stall? And I said, yeah, it's been bad. And she was like, now you're finally stuck in that spot where it's your lipodema stopping you and preventing you from losing more weight. And she was just really proud that I already lost some weight. So that meant a lot to me. To continue going and improving and losing weight, I have to follow the instructions, even though I don't want to do them. You guys know that I've been told to do low carb before by professionals, and I didn't do it because I don't agree. But I need to change. I need to fight for my life. And if this is what is going to help me live longer and healthier and happier, then I'm going to do it. And yeah, so today will be day 4. I saw the lymphedema specialist on the 20th of October. My day 1 of low carb was on the 21st, and today is October 24th. A lot of people are wondering if we're like up to date on videos. Yes, we are. It is the 24th of October. So yeah, that is my update for you guys. Like, this is a low carb queen, a keto queen, staying below 50 grams of carbs. And so far today, I've only had 6 grams. I've had 6 grams of carbs and it is 7 p.m. And I noticed by doing this, like, I haven't ordered takeout, not one time, not even for a drink. I don't even drink diet soda no more, because she said, even though diet soda has 0 carbs, our body reacts to it as if we are having sugar and are having carbs because of the sweeteners in it. So I was like, ugh, I don't want to cheat myself. So cold turkey, I said, bye-bye soda. Ugh. So I've only been drinking water. I don't know. It's just very big changes rather quickly, and I'm actually being successful with it. It's kind of weird. Gotta say, kind of weird, not gonna lie. So anyways, I'm gonna end this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed my little update, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
So in this first clip, you can see she's put together. She looks clean. She looks excited. She looks, you know, kind of prepared for what's going on. And she's got a clear plan that she's able to articulate to us. I think, as most of us know, this is classic phase 1 of the cycle, right? Where we have the plan, where we're going to do the thing. Now, granted, in this first clip, she says she's already been eating keto for 4 days. So that in itself is already kind of impressive as far as in terms of our girl. But we're going to go forward and see how she really treats the diet that the lymphedema specialist has given her.
Okay, so I am making like a steak stir fry. So I have some sirloin in the pot, or the pan, excuse me. And then I'm gonna add broccoli, onion, some scallion. Well, these scallions, these I'm gonna save raw for the end. And some zucchini. And we're also gonna use some soy sauce, some sriracha. And instead of using garlic salt, I did have that out from earlier, my meal that I had earlier. I am just going to use some minced garlic. And of course, at the end, we're going to top it off with some sesame seeds. So here we have the meat, the veggies, and the garlic doing its thing. And I'm about to add the sriracha and soy sauce in just a couple minutes. Okay, she is complete. It smells like a hibachi restaurant in here, not gonna lie. We're gonna add some of the sesame seeds and some raw scallion. That looks so good. All we need is rice, but wait, I can't. Hashtag keto queen. I'm just kidding. A lot of people are saying, because of my last video where I'm talking about how I have lipedema and I was like diagnosed, that I seem like happy about it. I'm not happy that I have lipedema. I'm happy that I finally have a diagnosis and a plan. I am so happy that someone listened to me, and I have so many answers answered. So many things that I've been just like, why don't I lose weight like I should? Why do I eat 1,800 calories and I still gain weight? Like, why does a simple car ride make me gain 6 pounds? Like, so many questions have been answered. So yeah, I'm happy about that. Not happy about the diagnosis. Not happy that I have to do low carb keto. I'm not happy about any of that. I'm just happy I have answers and I can move on with a plan. And it's something that I've wanted for so long, and I finally did it. So I'm relieved in a way. I feel like a whole weight is off of my shoulders because I have a plan. And I see a specialist who has so much knowledge. It's just one of those things where not a lot of doctors understand it. And even my specialist told me that. So I am relieved. That's all it is. And I don't know. And people are like, she's gonna be making this as an excuse. It's not an excuse, it's a reason. I have been experiencing symptoms from lipedema and I didn't even know. I thought I was just broken. I thought I didn't know how to count calories and all this stuff. Turns out that's not true. There's actively something wrong with me, and now I have a plan to fix it. I can't fully fix it, but I have a plan to work with it, and I know how to live my life now around it. And I don't know, it's just like so upsetting that I open up so hard to you guys, and you guys are like just reading into things wrong. And I try my hardest to explain the best of my ability. Like, there's a quote that I said where in the video I was like, now I have a reason, and people were like, yeah, now she has a reason to binge. What? No, now I have a reason for why I haven't been losing weight when I try and when I do things and count calories and measure my food. And it's because I'm not doing it right for someone with lipedema. No, I'm not happy about it. Why would I be? Like, no, that's not a reason to binge. Like, my binges now are like just me overeating and I still rapidly gain weight. My binges now is me ordering, like, let's say Olive Garden, like chicken Alfredo, and eating the whole thing. A lot of people do that. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, but that's my version of binging currently, when my version of binging years ago was ordering 3 meals at once. Like, I hate that I have to like sit here and explain myself. But anyways, I'm just gonna finish like putting away my clothes. I need to keep a better calm energy because tomorrow is actually my CT scan for my chest. A little update on that. The pain absolutely went away, but this morning it came back in my shoulder, and hate it, but that's just what it is. My breathing drastically better. I don't have a cough anymore. I think the antibiotics helped. I don't know why the pain is slowly coming back though. That's worrisome. But tomorrow is my appointment, and then the next day after that is my doctor appointment. Hopefully she gets my results in by then because I need to know my results. I want to know what steps I have to do further because I'm 31 years old. I turned 32 in December, and more than ever, I am just like, doctor, appointment. Let's figure it out, because the only way that you can figure it out is to get a diagnosis. And I know that's like what my channel has been about, but y'all have been telling me for years, go to a fucking doctor. And I'm doing the damn thing. So just, embrace it for what it is for now. You guys are watching it while I'm living it. Oh my God. Hold on. what I'm trying to say is I haven't ate, and my appointment was at 4:20 p.m. So it's 6:10, and I made me some food, folks. Oh my gosh. Normal people would probably call it a steak salad, but I wanted my steak separate. If you hear noise, Felina's cooking hers right now. I've been making all my meals, and then she'll make hers because she likes her stuff different. Like I like my steak cooked until it's like almost burnt, but it's not. So I have some sirloin and then a salad. I just have lettuce, ranch, shredded cheese, red onion, olives, and then these little, they're literally just cheese crisps. Like that's the only ingredient. So I kind of wanted to try it with a salad. Like by itself is not that great, but maybe in a salad will be good. And then obviously tons of pepper because that's how I like to do it. So let's try it. Oh my God. Wait, babe. The cheese crisps in the salad is a yes. Yeah. Yes. Just try a couple, I promise. We tried it without the salad, just like by itself, and it was, but with this, it's so good. Some steak. I eat steak like once a day now. So. I know I need to not do that, but like I'm having a hard time with all this meat. I mean, I'm not having as hard a time as I thought I was going to, but I know that I can't just eat chicken all day. I have like ground turkey, pork chops, steak, and the steak is just so easy, and it honestly tastes so good how I cook it. So so good. I am eating. Obviously. We have some pork chop moment, a broccoli moment, some eggs with a little bit of cheese moment, and I swallowed wrong. I just want to say keto is honestly, I actually like it. I wasn't expecting to, but it's not as hard as I thought it was going to be. And I noticed that it's actually making me like meat more. Just saying. Also, in one of my vlogs, I was like, you can't be keto and be vegetarian. You can, but it's hard. Let me chew. The reason why I mentioned that is because I wanted to be vegetarian. It's something I've talked about with Feline. I can't even tell you how many times. Countless. And it's like I was getting closer and closer to that. And then all of a sudden it's like, be on keto because you need to be. Also, I got a message from someone on Instagram which made me feel like kind of more accepting of this way of eating. They were like, don't think of it as a diet, think of it as something medical. And just the way they worded it, I wish I would have like saved the message or something. It made so much sense because keto is a medical diet. Like that's the reason why it was invented at first. Who eats broccoli and eggs together? Anybody? What?
Such a weird combo.
It tastes bomb though. It's so good. So yeah, I just want to give you guys an update. I actually enjoy keto. You would have never thought that those words would come out of my mouth. Ever. And I haven't gotten any of that like keto candy or keto, like, you know, like Atkins or like there's like other things like keto bombs. I haven't had any of that. Have I thought about it? Obviously. Like I am someone who enjoys candy, who enjoys sweets, who I just like those things, but I haven't bought any. So I still have not drank soda, which has been very sad for me. I know a lot of people who do keto also drink diet soda, but like with lipodema, diet soda kind of reacts the same way as regular soda supposedly, so I just don't even want to go there. I'm not saying I'm never gonna drink it because you guys know me. Anyways, I'm gonna keep eating my bomb ass food and I'm gonna stop rambling. Bye. I was reading some comments and I saw one that asked if I got like keto farts. I didn't even know there was a such thing as that. So the answer is no. I also have not been constipated, which is another thing that people say happens. Feline hasn't either, so yeah, it doesn't happen to everybody. So no farties, no constipations. My poop is actually a little bit looser, TMI, but it's just the keto experience. You know what I'm saying? So I am about to have some leftovers. I made, which Feline loved, last night I made Spam cauliflower fried rice. I should have done a little recipe. You guys, I will be making this again. This is gonna be a staple. This was amazing. Cauliflower, sriracha, soy sauce, eggs, onion, like the whole 9. Oh, by the way, we did end up decorating for Halloween. I never showed it. I like totes forgot, but we're actually putting the Halloween decor away and Christmas decor is coming out soon, but I think we're gonna wait until Vlogmas. Okay, so someone recommended these to me. The Rebel ice creams, or Rebel, whatever it may be. It's keto and all that. So I have 4 flavors. No, 5 flavors. We have salted caramel, triple chocolate, peanut butter caramel chip, mint chip, and a coffee chip. So I'm gonna take a little nibble of each one, okay? And we're gonna start with the coffee chip because that one sounds the best to me right now. Yummy things come to those who wait. For the creamiest ice cream, let your pint soften for at least 5 to 10 minutes. It's been longer than that, so. It smells so good. Looks so good. She's tasty. We're gonna do mint. Smells like, literally smells amazing. Oh my God. This one's even better than the coffee one. Peanut butter caramel chip. Thank you to the person who recommended these because I have been needing something sweet. They all smell good. I feel like I have to smell them first. Whoa. What the heck? These are so good. And they're lactose free. This one is triple chocolate. Triple chocolate might be my #1 fave. Last but not least, salted caramel. Oh, that smells so creamy and sweet. Yep. These slap. I know I wasn't gonna do keto junk, but to prevent myself from a binge, a whole one of these. Which one is the one I want right now? I'm gonna have the chocolate. This whole pint is only 5 grams of carbs, net carbs. Like, what?
All right, so the next clip is posted November 15th, 2022, and part of the title does include I Quit Keto, so you already know kind of what's going down here. It was posted the day after she posted a video on TikTok showing her, in air quotes, relapsing on a chocolate chip cookie. I kind of understand the concept of, you know, she's a food addict, so she's relapsing. However, just generally, using that comparison, it feels kind of icky to me, and apparently to a lot of people too, because she did get some backlash on that. So if she's meant to believe, we're looking at October 20th through November 14th, approximately, that she did keto. So we're, just about a little over 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. For her is about the length of a cycle. So we're going to take a look and see what she has to say about why she decided to quit keto. It's interesting that it's somehow Aaron Carter's fault, so be excited for that. Here you go.
This happened. I ate this whole thing. Yes, I did. Last night. Over, I want to say like a 6-hour period, but still, the fact that I ate them all is not okay. 12 servings per container. It's like 1,700 calories for that whole thing. And it's most definitely not keto in any sort of way. Like, I am extremely mad at myself. I have so many thoughts right now, and they're just all jumbled, and they stay jumbled. No matter how much I journal, no matter how much I go to therapy, talk to my psychologist, no matter how much medicine I take or don't take, it's like, I'm afraid that I'm going to be that one person who just doesn't heal from this eating disorder. So as you guys know, I was doing keto, and in the beginning, I did enjoy it. Go lay in your bedsy. Go lay in your bedsy. So I was enjoying keto in the beginning, like the first week, I will say. And then I started noticing like I was just feeling super sick, not in the sense of like keto flu, because I know exactly what that is, because I have family members like my aunt, my mom, they did keto for years. So I know exactly like what keto flu is. This was all about my gallbladder, which, oh boy, I knew wasn't a good idea. I always knew that keto was not a good idea if you have gallstones. When I was told to do keto, I was told to have very high fat. The lymphedema specialist said you need to do very low carb, below 50 grams, and you need to have a lot of fat, like 200 grams a day. I was not having anywhere near that when I was doing keto. I knew that would like tear me up pretty bad. I was having more fat than usual though, because I was eating like steak and pork rinds, and I eat like a lot of low fat things. No, I wouldn't say low fat. I don't eat a lot of pork rinds and steak type of deals when I am not doing keto. It just felt like the main source of food I was getting was protein and fat, which is what keto is. And it was making my gallbladder hurt really bad, and I was feeling really sick. And this is going to be TMI, so I'm just saying TMI. I started having like really bad, like greasy diarrhea, which is from my gallstones, and I haven't experienced that in a long time. It was on Friday, which I did not discuss. I ended up calling my doctor, and thankfully I was able to speak to them because I needed like reassurance that it's going to be okay. I needed something, and there wasn't any, unfortunately. They said that I shouldn't do keto. So this is what I am currently, as a human being, experiencing, okay? And I need people to take away the fact that I am Amberlynn Reid, because I know a lot of people just are biased based on that. Like, Aaron Carter died, who is a person that I truly liked, because when I was a little girl, when his first single came out, I actually was living with my parents. Sorry, my bra's sticking out. I was living with my parents, and you guys know I had a very bad childhood. So I turned to a lot of different outlets to like blind myself through everything that I was going through, even though, that's hard. So like, as my parents were in the other room doing drugs, or my dad was hitting my mom or whatever, like I would turn to certain things. Obviously, food was one of them, and music was another. I loved music, and Aaron Carter was one of the artists that I really loved as a young girl. So he was like, for the lack of a better way of explaining myself, he was there for me when I was younger. That's where my emotions go when I think of Aaron Carter, was how his music just made me feel better as a young girl going through like a really hard time. And, you know, I posted on my community tab, you know, rip Aaron Carter, you were a big part of my childhood, you know, may he rest peacefully. And everyone made it about me. And I wasn't like trying to be selfish in my condolences. It was like literally just heartbreaking, you know, because it's someone that I turned to when I was younger during very, very, very hard times. So, you know, it's hard to hear about any sort of death. So it's like, anyways, I just feel like people hate on me and nitpick and complain about anything and everything when it comes to me. So situations like this, it's just hard to speak about, but you know what? I don't care anymore. I'm just going to be honest, and I'm going to be here, and I'm going to be present, and I'm going to share with you guys what I feel like is right to share. And in this moment, this is what I am currently going through. I have a lymphedema specialist telling me what diet to eat. I have my doctor telling me not to do that diet. And I have my psychologist from a binge eating disorder clinic telling me not to diet at all, because I need to heal and I need to stop relapsing with this binge eating disorder. So I have 3 specialists, 1, 2, 3, who are all very freaking smart, intelligent, kind, patient. They truly care, and they all have their own, you know, advice and what they think is right. And all of them say something different. I don't know what to do.
All right, so there we go, everyone. That's kind of the only cycle of keto that I think we've ever seen. Before this, she was always vehemently against it. She hated it. But she did give it a try, which I guess is commendable. The fact that she can't get all of her doctors to talk to each other is kind of concerning to me. Like, we knew about your gallstones. We knew about that issue beforehand, so why didn't we plan for that? But who am I? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye now.